भद्रं कर्णैभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Let us pray together. We offer our salutations to the all-loving being who endows all beings with consciousness. We meditate on the Lord who is the origin of the universe. Lord, Thou abidest in all, Thou art all, Thou assumest all forms, Thou art the origin and goal of all, Thou art the self of all, Thou art existence, knowledge and bliss. Salutations unto Thee. May the world be peaceful, may the wicked become gentle, may all creatures think of mutual welfare, may their minds be occupied with what is spiritual and abiding. May our hearts be immersed in selfless love for the Lord. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Let us feel the innermost core of our being. Where there is peace, absolute stillness. Source of all bliss and knowledge. All the conflicts, the opposites, the incongruencies, that we experience outside are dissolved in absolute oneness there. That is the goal of life. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Today, as you see, the title is suggestive that there is, in Vedanta, there is some humor. Actually, it is not that humor is some little garnishing put in Vedanta. It is a big part of Vedanta is humor. The humor doesn't necessarily always mean laughing aloud, not necessary. Many times some kind of humor may not elicit any laughter as such, but some sense of amusement comes inside. you feel amused at certain happenings, and that makes you smile inside a bit. Need not be always outside. Sometimes, of course, you laugh outside too. Uh, and laughing does not really require humor, that one must see. Laughing can happen without any humor, like many do the laughter yoga. Laughter yoga, see, he laughed at that. So it is laughter yoga. We had in the World Yoga Conference, there was a session on laughter yoga. One wonderful expert had given demonstration, and he said laughter should be, like an exercise that you do deliberately. That so laughter yoga is something that we must do, whether there is something humorous or non-humorous. You can still laugh. So just to point out that laughter is not humor, nor humor always involves an obvious loud laughter. Humor, there are many theories about how humor comes about. Why there is humor? The humorous literature is huge, and there is also a lot of critical analysis of this humor. It is both on the literary level as well on psychological level. They analyze that what causes the humor. And the most common idea is that the incongruency. You see, the one thing does not really match with another, and yet they seem to come together. So, therefore, that causes the humor. You wonder at it. So, it is one and very important theory behind humor is we see all kinds of incongruences in our life, that we expect something but something else happens. Sometimes that we are having some guest, and then the guest has come with some different idea. So it becomes a problem. Sometimes one that is a situation that commonly occurs, that when you are doing something, incongruency between your action and your thinking. One man was deeply thinking about something, and then was that writing a letter which had to be sent early. So he wrote the letter, and then there was somebody told him as he was going out, the mind was full of so many thoughts, and was told, hey, as you go, put this in the trash can. And then, in that, he put the letter in the trash can and put the other trash in the post office box. So it is now these are incongruences that make us smile. But this is how our life is, full of incongruences, and therefore there is this laughter. There are other wonderful ideas also about this humor. One is very prominent idea is that it brings a relief from some pressure situation or a lot of tension. Then you take a one-eyed view of it, just wink at it, and then it shows you the other side of it and you smile at it. So it is, this is how you have the humor in that way also, where there is not a conflict as such, or incongruency is there. There also, one side you look and the other side you deliberately look to feel fun of it. And many people are experts at that using this technique relieve the tension in the situation. There is one example that one of the devotees used to come here. He is no more, unfortunately, but had so much humor. Always would keep us smiling and laughing. And once there was a drama show in the university, and he was setting up various props and was there. His truck was there, and the truck was blocking the passage which was supposed to be for the fire truck. And as he was doing something on the stage, a fire truck came, and the driver was really on fire. "Oh, whose truck is this?" And he immediately jumps from the stage, runs, and "It's mine." And then asks, "Do you want to buy it?" So that is how the tension immediately was relieved. So this is one way, that you bring out certain inconsistencies, or you bring out a way to release the tension. So humor can be of this type. Another way of humor is there which is not right. That is not a good humor, where you make somebody a target of your humor and laugh at the deficiencies of that person. So that is considered a bad humor. But these are good humors that I was telling about earlier. And Vedanta is full of that, because Vedanta depends on pointing out the incongruencies, conflicts and contradictions in our life, so that we will know that what is the goal of our life. We understand that, and then one should try to put our activities in that. So pointing out the conflicts is one of the ways in which Vedanta brings home the truth. One example, actually, that is full, that whole short passage called the treatise on superimposition, or essay on superimposition, on the Brahma Sutras, or Vedanta Sutras. Shankaracharya has written a very beautiful elucidatory commentary on that, and the beginning of that commentary he calls Adhyasa Bhashya, or superimposition. Adhyasa means superimposition. So he brings out the fundamental concept there, that look at this, that you and I, yushmat pratyaya gocharayoho and asmat pratyaya gocharayoho, that you and I, they have completely different qualities. They are opposite to each other as the day and night, and yet we confuse between them. What a laughable situation. Means we confuse certain things which are, similar, and so one is taken for another. But these are two such contrasting things. You or the world. It is one beautiful thing about this that my teacher had pointed out, that Shankaracharya calls the body as you, because it is you. It is you, like I see you. I see this body also, isn't it? So this is you, and one has to appreciate that and look at the terrible problem that we have. Although this is you, we call it I. Like our Tilakji would say that I will be going to India in a few days. But is he going? The body will be traveling there, He is not going to India, but there is this confusion. Body that is not I gets confused with I, the subject. That which is an object gets confused with the subject. See the height or depth, whatever word you want to use, that it is of this misunderstanding. That if the very commonly given analogy in Shankaracharya's commentaries is that rope and snake. That there is a rope, but you confuse it with snake. And then, but that is understandable because if there is not enough light and your mind has snake, fear of snake, then if the rope is lying there, you see a snake, and not a big wonder about it. But you and I, these two are different things. Body is actually not I, it is, you see it as any other thing. Just as I am seeing this pair of microphones, I am also seeing this body. So how can this be I? And yet we confuse between the two. And that is how our whole behavior, Shankaracharya very, succinctly point out that whole essay on superimposition is an example of how the great ideas can be presented in an abridged, succinct manner. That is a very short essay, but he shows that, look, our whole life is based on this terrible error or confusion. What is I and what is you? The point of presenting it like this is, so how can you expect anything right that has been built on the basis of this error? This is error, big error, that you are calling that or you as I and I as you. It is all very confusing, very erroneous. And therefore, he says, Vedanta vows to show that this is the cause of all our difficulties and problems that we face in life. We feel that, my life is going through so many difficulties. I don't know when will they be over. It is with lot of experience we know, okay, there are one set of difficulties right now. When they are over, a new set of difficulties will replace them. Otherwise, what are we going to do in life, So therefore, there would be difficulties and difficulties always, so that we have some work to do. So it is but all these big difficulties, we think it will require Herculean efforts to solve these problems. But the problem is very small. That you is confused with I. I am confused with you. So that is the cause of all the sufferings that we have. And not knowing this, Shankaracharya in the next paragraph of this tells that this is so common and takes a dig at the so-called highly educated academic learners. It is, he said, common to all, whether you are highly learned, still this superimposition happens. Oh, I am so learned. I know all the principles of Vedanta and I can debate with everybody. And I have received so many accolades and honors. So there again I and you are confused. So he says, look, although we understand intellectually and thus we claim that we are scholars, look at the behavior. Again this conflict. Our intellectual understanding and our actual behavior, they are at loggerheads. So he says that actually we are, even though learned, he says, Pashwadhibhishcha avisheshat. You are not different from the beasts, animals, who do not go to schools, colleges, do not have any degrees, and so forth. But look at the behavior that a cow, suppose you show the cow, hey, here is this green grass for you. The cow comes forward towards you. If you raise a stick, the cow goes away. So also with learned human beings, when they are shown, well, you will get lot of money, you will get lot of pleasures from this. The human beings, although learned, come forward for it. And if you show them, hey, you will be punished, you will be arrested and all that, then they go away. So this behavior seems to be common, and this is based on this primary mistake. And so we should try to resolve this. But instead of doing this, people try to find out some other way to get this worldly knowledge. And it is, when I first read it, it struck such a strong chord with me that yes, what do we go for learning? We should go to learn that which is really beneficial for us. But we are interested in all the auxiliary things, which do not make, whether you learn them or whether you don't learn them, really it is same so far as your goal is concerned. So it is like you are, say, traveling somewhere and you decided to eat something on the way, a sandwich, or you decided to eat pizza. Both do the same work. So it is depending on what you can adjust with. So he says, look, he gives one example, a very beautiful example. Saptadvipa Vasumati, that the earth has 7 islands. It is a great knowledge. One feels, oh, I know the earth has 7 islands. Would our life have changed? Instead of 7, there were 8 or 6. It remains the same. It is in my college days, this news came in the so-called scientific world that there has been another planet has been found out. That it was circling around the sun, one more planet found out. Did it change our life? Whether there were 9 planets or 10 planets or 8 planets, it remains the same. Some time back, not too long ago, one planet was degraded because it didn't have the enough standard size to be called a planet, and therefore it was considered not a planet. What difference does it make? No, nothing. So exactly all these information getting accumulated, although it does not contribute to our either well-being or our march towards the goal, we go for that. Look at the contradiction. If something is really beneficial for me, I should go for it. Not for all the other things which are not going to be of much use. So, but we go for those things. And this is the big problem that we see. And that is humor in, this is one example of humor in Vedanta. It shows it in many ways. I have just jotted a few examples, but there are so many actually. So it is, these examples are very common. So it is, many feel, and I have been told by many, those who were in very high-level scientific fields, Swami, all those things, they of the old age, that is, they were of the old times. Now, they didn't have all these instruments that we have now. But now, with very sophisticated instruments, we will be able to see God with those instruments. And that will solve the problem. Or the improved science that will remove the sufferings of our life, because we need to remove the sufferings. New treatments for those who are depressed or have some other they become very unhappy, and but new techniques will be able to remove that suffering. So Shvetashvatar Upanishad has given a somewhat shown the inconsistency in this, and therefore it is humor, that it says that, oh, you will get that, you will be able to, with your so-called science and developments in the world, you will be able to remove the miseries of life only when you will be able to cover the whole universe with a skin. You cover the whole universe with a skin, and then you will be able to do that. Now, how can you do that? What it means is, it is impossible. You cannot cover the whole universe. Forget the whole universe. Even earth cannot be covered. So it is the simple solutions, that Shvetashvatar Upanishad says, that this is that Yada charmavad akasham. This is like a leather that it veshtayishyanti manavaha tada devam avijñāya dukkhasyantam bhavishyati. This verse comes towards the end of Shvetashvatar Upanishad, and showing that all our other efforts, apart from knowing the divine, they are vain. And it is, we go for other efforts thinking that will make our life full of happiness. This will not happen. simply because that is not the cause of becoming happy. You have to think about it. What is the cause? The cause is because of ignorance, the confusion between I and you. Now, address this. But what you do, Shankaracharya, in his very famous that hymn, that sometimes called just Bhajagovindam or Charpat Panjarika Stotram, that Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athva Danam. Okay, let me go to all pilgrimage places. Beginning from India, then go to China, then go to Argentina, why don't you come just to the pilgrimage place in Providence? That is not interesting because it is too close, you have to go far somewhere. Then it works, you see. So, but he says, Jnana vihine janmashatena. Jnana vihine muktirna labhati janmashatena. Whatever you may do, you will not acquire the freedom if you do not get this knowledge. All other things, how many pilgrimages you did, 10, 12, there is no end to that, It is, and when one completes one, there is an addiction that comes up. Let me do more. I have to go to this place. I have not gone to this place. I have attended one Kumbh Mela, but I have been told there are 4. So let me go to all of them. What? Just roaming about. Does it bring any knowledge? No. But that becomes the addiction, you see. So it is. So this is how the humor behind it. The problem is one, and you are doing something else. It is similar, like it is the fire is in one building, and then the fire truck goes to some other place where it is fine. What happens is it is sometimes when there was no such phone location availabilities, so you call and tell, well, it is on Angel Street. Now there are many Angel Streets in different towns, So instead of coming, say here, it goes somewhere else. So that is how the problem is here in our knowledge. But the solutions we try to seek elsewhere. So, and then there is the Taittiriya Upanishad. That is very beautifully tells, we hear that the joy of the knower of Brahman is infinite. But then, infinite cannot be measured, but we want to measure it. How much is the joy of the illumined? And that is a very beautiful chapter in Taittiriya Upanishad that, let us try to measure it. How much joy an illumined person has. So it creates a unit for that purpose. What is the unit? Think of a young person who is very healthy, with all the organs are full of energy and power. All these things are there, and that person has been granted the kingdom, unrestricted kingdom of the whole earth. Yuva syat sadhu yuvadhyayakah ashishto dradishto balishta tasyayam sarva prithvi vittasya purna syat. This is the height of what a human being can imagine. Let me have the unobstructed, unrestricted rule over the whole world. Let my body be very fit. All the organs are capable of enjoying. So that is given as, and I am young, lot of life is still left to be lived. So that is given as 1 unit. Now hundreds of this, 100 measures of this will be said, well, now that is called the joy that you get in the what is called Pitruloka. Then and said that the one Shrotriyascha Kamahatasya, the one who has got the essence of the scriptures realized and therefore is free from all desires, that person has that joy already, what you are talking about. Even then hundreds of that. So that joy also is having that. So it is like that, 7 times that addition was done. And still the last line remains the same in every such paragraph, that the joy of the illumined person already has it. So it is Shrotriyasya cha Kamahatasya, the one who has no desires already has all this joy. Then how much is the joy of the illumined person? And there comes the humor of it. The sage who is telling this is a kind of, with a twinkle in the eye, says that it is infinite. Moreover, it is real. The joy of the illumined is that the person becomes joy itself. Does not need any other thing to make the person joyous. So that is joy itself. All other things are what? The shadows, passing shadows of joy. Come and go. How can you become happy with that? The craving alone increases. And then that's it. You have something, you feel happy. What happens? Your craving increases. And thus you become more unhappy. So that is how all these secondary joys are. And he laughs as it were. The sage is laughing. You can picture before your mental eyes the sage is smiling. How can you weigh or calculate with the imaginary things the real thing? How can you say how many fake bills of dollars will make a true $100 bill? Forget $100, even a quarter. It cannot make even a heap of that. Fake bills is only a trash. You have problem with how to dispose it of. There is no comparison between the real happiness and the fake happiness. So we run after more and more fake happiness. The other day, not a few years ago, not other day means now, it is that one of the devotees said that I want to donate you my old TV. Not very old, he said, but he wants a new one to make the pictures look better. So why you want? No, just like that. It is the new big TV will be better. So the big TV. How much happiness it brings to your life. After seeing it 1 day, 2 days, it all becomes stale. You think of buying a still bigger one. So it is, these things are just fake joys that one runs after. But the real bliss is within. You are the bliss. So look at this conflict and contradiction. That is why it is humor. That which is really inside, you look for it outside. It is in Bhagavad Gita, you see at the beginning of the second chapter. In the first chapter, Arjuna has narrated all that depressing effects. He was depressed and was telling how to get out. One must get out of this war. One should not fight at all. One should be just compassionate to everybody and practice peace and non-violence. And all this advice he was doling to whom? To Krishna. That itself is a humor, that the God himself is being given a big dose of sermon by Arjuna, who was very confused. So, and after hearing that, what Krishna does? Lets out a big laugh. Prahasanniva Bharata. That it is, he laughs. That it is, and replies to Arjuna that, see the incongruence. Ashochan anvashochastvam prajnavadanscha bhashase. You are talking as if you are a wise person, but you are just actually acting like a fool. You are a fool. That is evidenced by your actions, and you are talking like a wise man. Those words do not become you. And Sri Ramakrishna has told a very nice story that how while the source is within us, one goes to look for it outside. Very nice story that it is one man who was addicted to smoking tobacco. So somehow he didn't get to smoke for some time, and then he slept just like that, was tired. But in the middle of the night, he woke up. Oh, I need smoke. That addictions are like that. Now he saw he has that hookah, and he had tobacco, but he didn't have fire to light it with. So he decided to, when the urge is so strong, you do not even worry that you about giving problem to your neighbor at this late hour of night. So he takes a lantern in hand and then goes at night to the neighbor. That knocks the door, thak, 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 and finally after a couple of minutes, the neighbor opens the door. Hey, what is this at this hour? Oh, I wanted to have a smoke, and I have the tobacco and the hookah, but I don't have something to light that tobacco. Can you give me some fire? The friend said, oh fellow, you came all the way, bothered me, bothered yourself, all the while there is this burning lantern in your hand. See, that is how we have the source of joy within us. But think that from something outside we will get it. That is a big problem, friends. It is with us all the time. Only we have to learn to look at it. Stop going outside. So, Kathopanishad brings this out with a beautiful and a very strong message, but given in a humorous way, that paranchi khani vyatrunat swayambhu Tasmat parang pashyati na antaratman. Our sense organs are, are walls which open only outside. They look outside and therefore they cannot see the inner reality. So, therefore, you have to stop going out through those senses. Avritta chakshu amritatvam icchan. If you wish joy, immortality, then cover those and go deep inside. That is how the Kathopanishad brings this truth. There is that many such nice stories. One story that Sri Ramakrishna used to tell, that some people, in a village, they had some big festival going on across the river. So they took their boat. They had a boat. They rowed the boat, went to the other shore, and there was a big carnival going on. They participated in that carnival and also drunk a lot. And then when they come about midnight, and they came and got into the boat, their minds were, as it happens, dazed, not able to see things clearly. And come on, we have to go now quickly back to our homes. So they started rowing, kept on rowing. For a long time they were rowing. After some hours, for so many hours they were rowing, it should have taken only 15-20 minutes. But in that, they were just rowing in that mood. And when, after some time, due to this exercise or due to the early morning, the dawn was coming up in the skies, so what? We are where we left. We are still on this. After so much rowing, we are still at that same place. And they realized that they started rowing before untying the boat from the shore. Now you can keep on rowing. That is a problem in our life. Very beautifully presented. That we do lot of spiritual practices. Like I did meditation, I didn't sleep for the night, I kept on repeating the mantra. All such things we do, forgetting to remove the attachments. If we do not remove the attachments, that is I and mine. What is attachment? This body is like I. It is not, but we get confused there. And things are mine. This is my house. My spouse, my children, all my. Are they mine? Again, a big contradiction. What it creates is terrible attachment, friends. We get caught in it. And because of this attachment now, even if we do sadhana, so-called sadhana, spiritual practice, it doesn't take us an inch also forward because of this attachment. So, the cutting of the attachments is very important. Untie your boat, then your rowing will have some effect, Otherwise, you may keep on rowing without moving forward. So, getting rid of these attachments, which, one finds very difficult, but that is the right thing to do. See the humor in this, that it is, one needs to first untie the boat from the shore, and then you start rowing. It is, these things are not, what they call, not a commutative operation. that first we'll row and then untie the boat, that will not work, you see. So therefore, learn that. It is painful because it is like our skin. Our attachment has become like our skin, and one has to peeling of the skin is certainly painful, but it has to be done if we want to achieve the ultimate goal, the bliss. So that is, and this is all possible. This is, I don't think I will be able to tell all the stories. It is, but one more I can take up, that we feel that it is very difficult to realize God. No, the difficulties are only your perception. Really, God being your true nature, what is the difficulty? You are divine. You are divine. Somehow, because we don't have faith in this, then we call ourselves as sinners. Somebody else will come and shower grace on me. No, feel that truth that you are divine. One Swami used to tell a very nice story. His uncle was expert exorcist. That is to get rid of the all the ghosts from people who get possessed by them. So one young girl was brought to him, and then she explained, means her parents also explained, she also said how torture it becomes. It is, oh, is it so? Now he saw there is no ghost, etc. But something needs to be done. If he just tells there is no ghost, then it is that girl will say, you don't know anything. See how much problem I am going with that, going through. So he says, let me examine, look up like this, and do you feel anything? Oh no, okay, look down, do you feel anything? No. Okay, just touch your chest. Do you feel any sensation of some ghost? Oh yes, I feel. And then touch your abdomen. Do you feel any sensation? Oh yes. Actually, you are facing so much problem because there's not one ghost. There are two ghosts there. And when they fight amongst each other, then you feel the pain of it. Quite natural, but no problem, now you have come to me. And then he, as that technique is, he took some mustard seeds, put in the fire, and then waved that very pungent smoke to her nose, and started saying, hey, you ghost, get out now. Get out, otherwise I am going to kill you. Come on. Hey, good. Look, one ghost vanished. The other one also, I will give similar treatment. That will also vanish. Hold on. A little more pungent smoke. And again puts more mustard seeds on the fire. And hey, look, hey, through your nose the other one is also going. Hey, get out, you evil ghost, get out. So it is, and it got out. Then this Swami, he was a young boy then, asked, oh uncle, how did you know that there are one ghost and two ghosts? Was there? Oh, he said, I saw there is no ghost. So, but if I just tell no ghost, then it will not be accepted. So, therefore, I devised this. So, all our spiritual practice is like that, taking out the non-existent ghost. We are bliss itself, you see. We are bliss itself. We are divine. To know this is the other things that do, okay, do. One gentleman told me some time back, he he is doing 100,000 repetition of mantra, 100,000. And that took within 3 months. Said, wow, and was very happy when he finished 100,000 in less than 3 months' time. So, I did all this. Okay, and so then he felt very happy. Okay, that then God will now bless me with His vision because I did so much. God has nothing to do with how much all these things you do. So this is the missing the point that there is no problem actually there with us. We are divine. The problems are only because I don't know it. That's it. And therefore I go and catch misery. This is another very nice story that Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda also repeated, that two friends were walking at a very cold night by a kind of forest road. So as they were walking, the cold was so bad. So they saw that there was a blanket lying on the roadside. And one friend said, I am feeling so cold, that blanket is lying there, let me catch that blanket, get it. So he went and held the blanket. The other friend said, okay, now come. Why are you holding only the blanket? Come away. No, the blanket is not coming with me. Oh, then you come. And he said, the blanket is not letting me go. Actually, in the name of blanket, the fellow had been caught by a bear, a black bear had caught, and he thought that it is. So that is how we go after sense pleasures, thinking that they will bring lot of relief in my life. That will be so good. That is like what? Catching a blanket. You think that it is blanket, but it is actually a bear, catching a bear in the name of a blanket. And thus we suffer. The more things we catch like that, the suffering intensifies, that's all. And therefore one should avoid that. This is all a message given in Vedanta through humor. If you see the life of Sri Ramakrishna, always there is a smile. If you read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, a great book. So you see that he creates so much of laughter by showing the incongruences, how your efforts are misdirected, they are not going to reach the goal. So therefore, do not make such silly attempts. So this is what I had to share today on this topic. I had given a lecture on this topic for New York Center. It was a Zoom lecture, Vedanta Society of New York, during the COVID days. Now it is on their YouTube channel. But it gives many different examples. I saw that lecture just to see that I should collect some different examples. So, and there is no dearth of these humorous examples in Vedanta. So, just think about it. If you have any question about it, don't hesitate to ask. Any question? Yes, Adi?
Hello? Like, Queen Kunti was sort of following a yoga of tragedy. Is there also a yoga or a path of humor?
Yoga path of?
Humor?
Well, this is all yoga path of humor, you know. It is, instead of following the path of tragedy, follow the path of humor. It is actually, the tragedies also have a subtle humor involved in them. Like our Adishwaranandji used to say, that is why we people spend hundreds of dollars to go and see those Shakespearean tragedies, and then they keep on crying inside the theatre. Oh, ah. Now, do you pay for crying really? No, but because there is a certain satisfaction, certain joy in that, therefore we go for that. Even those tragedies are not really tragedies. It is the path that gets mistakenly called as path of tragedy. It is actually, there also is this subtle lingering humor in that. Yeah. Any other question? Is there a question on the web? So let us conclude with the closing prayers. But let me first tell you the upcoming these programs. In coming week, the Tuesday and Friday lectures will go on as usual. The early morning and evening meditations, they will also go on as usual. Next Sunday, the topic of discussion is running away from, rushing into. So it is, and then, well, this evening now there will be Arati, and after Arati there is a music concert by very well-known sitar player Jawad Noor, and then he will be accompanied on tabla by an equally competent and well-known tabla player Nitin Mitta. So that will be immediately after the Arati. May the Divine, who is Father in heaven of the Christians, Holy One of the Jewish faith, Allah of the Muslims, Buddha of the Buddhists, Tao of the Taoists, Great Spirit of the Native Americans, Ahur Mazda of the Zoroastrians, and Brahman of the Hindus, lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May the all-living, loving being manifest himself unto us and grant us abiding understanding and all-consuming divine love. Peace, peace, peace be unto all.
yet you are the basis of all. Oh Lord, yet you are the basis of all. Great light of all light, blazing in the heart's cave. Great light of all light, blazing in the heart's cave. Darkness is destroyed by your light. Oh Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. De 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 langa ranga bhanga, these are all the sounds of जय श्री शारदा देवी की जय, जय श्री स्वामी विवेकानंद